Hello, good day everyone. Myself Venkatramna. Today I'm going to discuss about in this presentation I will be discussing financial performance analysis and managerial insights in the UK clothing retail industry. We will explore how major retailer performance financially, what drives their success, and how these insights can guide managers in making better strategic decisions. This presentation combines financial analysis with managerial interpretation. So let's begin with the overview. Here, what we will be covering today. We will start with an overview of the UK clothing retail industry, followed by a summary of selected companies. Then we will explore the key business metrics and summary statistics. Move on to the predictive analysis using correlation and regression, and finally discuss managerial implications, analytics focus, and recommendations. And then we'll move on to next slide. Clothing retail industry. The UK clothing retail industry is one of the most competitive and dynamic sectors in the global market. Major players such as John Lewis, Primark, and Metalan operates under different business models but compete for a similar customers. Turnover in this industry often fluctuates depending on the how well companies manage their liquidity, workforce, and strategies. Profit margins vary widely, often tied to how efficiently they manage working capital. Overall, the most successful retailers are adaptable, resource efficient, and responsive to changing consumer trends. In this analysis, we focus on how liquidity, gearing, workforce size, and profitability shape overall performance, and what explains the difference between companies that remains stable over time and those that face more volatility. Then we'll discuss about the company overview. The study includes five leading clothing retails in the UK. French clothing, known for its modern fashion, but facing challenges with low profitability and high depth. John Lewis, a well-established department store with stable profits but large financial obligations. Metalan, a conscious retailer with moderate liquidity and turnover. Primark, a leading fast fashion chain with strong turnover and high gearing. And US Clothing, specializing in plus size fashion, showing a moderate turnover but tight cash flow. Each company demonstrate a unique strategy and financial position which help us to compare different business models within the same sector. Then move on to next slide. Let us know at the key business metrics we use to access performance. We examine turnover, profit margin, gearing, liquidity, and workforce. We examined turnover. Okay. Then turnover and profit margin measures revenue generation and profitability also. And liquidity, uh, gearing tell us about financial stability and risk, and workforce size reflects and company operational capacity. And when we combine these indicators, we get a comprehensive understanding of each company financial health and their ability to manage debt and how effectively they utilize resources to stay competitive. Then we'll discuss about the summary statistics. From the summary statistics, we can see that the average return on the shareholders' funds is about 17%, showing a different level of profitability. The mean liquidity ratio is around 0.65, indicating that short-term financial flexibility. The average gearing level of 134%, suggesting a strong reliance on borrowed funds. And an average workforce size of nearly 24,000 employees shows how large and labor intensive this industry really is. These numbers give us a snapshot of both financial strength and operational scale across the sector. Then we will move on to predictive analysis or correlation. Next, we move on to correlation analysis, understanding how key variables relate to each other. The results show that tangible assets and shareholders funds have a strong positive relationship with turnover, with correlation of 0.82 and 0.84. Profit margins and returns on capital employed also show a moderate positive relationship. Interestingly, liquidity and gearing don't have a strong direct correlation with profitability, which means that while financial management is crucial, it does not automatically lead to higher profit margins. Then we'll discuss about the predictive analysis, that is regression. In our regression model, turnover is predicted using liquidity, gearing, and employee count. The results show that liquidity has a strong positive effect. Companies with higher liquidity tend to generate higher turnover. Gearing, however, uh, showed only a weak relationship, suggesting that depth alone doesn't drive performance. Employee count had a mixed effects. Some companies use their workforce more efficiently than others. Overall, the model explains about 16% of turnover variation, which tells us that financial factors matters. But other influences such as a brand strength, consumer behavior, and market analysis, market dynamics are also important. Managerial decisions, managerial decisions making implications. So, what do these findings means for managers? First, it's a clear that liquidity management is a key. Higher liquidity supports flexibility and stronger revenue potentials. Second, gearing should be managed carefully to control financial risk. And third, workforce planning matters. Companies that align staff size with productivity levels tend to perform better. And finally, since our regression model only explains part of the theory, a part of the story, managers should also consider external factors like market shifts, technology, and sustainability trends when making strategic choices. And what are the key analytic focus we are discussing here? This analysis highlights four major points of focus: the impact of liquidity on turnover and efficiency, the role of gearing in financial risk management, the influence of workforce size on productivity and income, and how productive and predictive analysis can support strategic decision making. Together, these insights help managers understand performance drivers and makes data-based improvements in operations and strategy. In conclusion and recommendations, uh, liquidity stands out a major factor driving turnover and overall performance in the UK clothing retail industry. Gearing has a smaller influence, but managing depth remains a crucial for financial stability. Workforce optimization improves both productivity and profitability. Most importantly, data driven insights like those from correlation and regression can help managers plan resources, reduce risk, and make informed strategic decisions that support long term growth. And these are the references we use for this presentation. And Thank you for listening to me, and I hope this presentation has provided a clear and practical understanding of how financial performance analysis can guide a better management practice in UK clothing retail sector. Thank you. Thank you so much.